we got Joey in here, and he's getting the honors of the first kid ever to sit in the car to have it run and stuff like that. He went through. Is this it? Yeah. He went through and drew us a nice little picture. How old are you? 7 years old. So we're gonna go through here and we're gonna start it up for him. You ready? I learned it. Job, buddy. So we're at the...
Alright guys, I already failed you. The goal was to record and get footage of Nick pulling the drive shaft so we could get the transmission, so we could get to the converter, so he could pull it apart, and to show you guys the internals of the converter. But I was running around trying to get some other stuff taken care of, set up for later today, getting our tech card for big tire class later on, and whatever else. And Nick ended up doing most of it without me even here. I helped him a little bit pull the transmission out and get it in a position where the converter would also be able to come out while it was still, it wasn't in the car, but it was in between the rails. We've got the car up on the lift, as you can see. So they're working on putting it back together right now. We should be good to go. There's just recently started testing. We'll get the car pulled out, we'll get it warmed up, and also make a test pass and see what happens. It'll either blow the tires off of it, or he might be able to get it kind of close, but thankfully there's test passes that we can make. So let's see what happens today. Well, it looks like, whoops, you guys just starting to get to work?
Yep. Lil Punk is finally getting his YouTube superstar stardom, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna become a YouTube superstar soon?
I made a channel, but I don't know what they're called.
You don't know what your channel's called?
No, I need to ask my brother. He's the one who made it.
What are you gonna put? What kind of videos are you gonna put on your channel?
Pokemon, Legos, Huawei, I don't know.
Just Lil Punk stuff?
Yeah.
I think we should change the name to Lil Punk.
Yeah. My nickname is Punky, but your name for me, you guys are the Punk.
Lil Punk.
Lil Punk.
Nick, you think you got this all back together good? You think the issue solved?
I do believe so.
Good.
We're gonna make a test pass in a little bit?
Yeah, very short.
Alright. Well, we're gonna see what Nick says, his opinion and his feelings on that first test pass for today. But it didn't sound like it shifted it into second gear, so maybe something with the linkage not being set when the transmission was put back in the car. We'll have to see what Nick says. I didn't help him put the shifter back together, so that's kind of like, that's a flaw with trying to do other things, and having somebody else come and help you. It's really great when you got another set of hands, but Nick and I have a routine, so it's like a challenge that you come up, you face it occasionally if you've got somebody else trying to help you. You don't know what that person is expecting. And Nick and I, people are like, oh, like, I love that you guys work so well together, but we don't work, like, we didn't always work well together. It's been 6 years of fighting, bickering, making mistakes, like, you know, just working through everything. So we'll see what Nick says when we get back. When he gets, yeah, he's back, so we'll see what he says and how he feels about that pass. In my opinion, it didn't sound like it shifted.
It was still slow.
Did it shift in a second?
I don't think so.
I don't know that it did either. But this time, do you think when everything was hooked back up that it was done right? I didn't help you put the shifter back together, like back on it and all that, the linkage.
I'll look it all over again.
But yeah, that definitely didn't. It wheelied also. Picked up that front tire just a little bit. Definitely wasn't what we were hoping. On the table and under the tent. So I didn't get any video of this last time, guys, and I don't really know what I'm looking at. But this is the inside of a converter.
I think we did that already.
Yeah, but something else isn't right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
We got to do it one more time.
So.
Watch out. Alright, so I think I know what our problem is, but we just don't have the stuff here to fix it. We've done everything we can to do it, but I just don't think we have. Listen to this, okay? Put the phone down here after I start it up, okay? Or as soon as I shut it off. You hear it?
Yeah, it does sound. Is that an air bubble?
I don't think it's an air bubble. I think it's an internal bleed going. Because that friggin' cylinder got screwed up because it was assembled wrong.
Yeah. From the manufacturer.
From the manufacturer.
Gotta love it.
Another, what was it? Well, 12 hours of driving up here and then.
Yeah. On the bright side, we didn't waste our time going to Michigan or Ohio.
We got Little Punk here though. He wants to be in the little video.
He's been helping out with the car a little bit.
So we pulled out the transmission twice today to try to come up with different types of band-aids to heal it. But I'm pretty sure we have an internal leak in the transmission. Nothing that Lonnie from Extreme Automatics did, but we added auxiliary. We're doing some pretty cool stuff with the dump valve, but right now we're not doing nothing good at all with the dump valve, to be honest with you. It was literally before first round of small tire yesterday. I was like, I found it, but we sourced the problem. We found the issue, but I think that, so with electronics, the way that is controlled, if it never finds its way home, to where it's supposed to go, it'll burn itself up. And it was assembled wrong, so there's a tapered seat that's kind of like a cone. Imagine like an ice cream cone, right? And a crayon, okay? The tip of the crayon that you write with is supposed to go in the ice cream cone, right? Like the way it seats.
Yeah.
Now, if you turn that cone around, or the crayon around, and you put it in there,
It's gonna get caught.
it doesn't seat properly because you got a cone here and a flat edge here. Unfortunately, the flat edge was in the cone, so the valve was never able to go home. And when the valve doesn't able to go home, it burns up the solenoid. When the solenoid gets burnt up, we only have like a 40 thousandths gap of where that valve's supposed to be. So right now we're just kind of we're screwed.
Yeah.
I put in a tighter stator, the tightest stator I had, locked up the converter the best I could, put a restrictor in the cooler line, restrict all as much fluid as I can to try to make up for the internal leak. But that dump valve that we're working with is very, very effective when it's working well. When it's stuck open, essentially, it's very bad. So I guess that's where we're at. But
This is first run a big tire, right?
Yeah, we're gonna see what we can do with it. I don't know. The car wants to go fast. Like the chassis is starting to get upset and stuff like that, so you'll see it moving around and stuff like that in some of the videos. But that's simply because of like it's not getting the power that it's supposed to have. And
Is it like riding a bicycle when you're going really, really slow and it's hard to like stay stable?
yeah, basically like we're going really fast and then we're like slowing down like immediately, and it's just like it's all loading the chassis and doing stupid stuff when it's not supposed to. But it's just something that we'll order up another valve and hopefully that fixes it. I don't believe there's nothing wrong with the transmission itself. I don't think it caused any real issues with the transmission because the transmission brake still works. Everything locks up nice and positive. We have good line pressure. We still even have converter pressure, believe it or not. Or we got the pressures, but it's just a big internal leak in there. That,
it's not getting hot. Like it's not. I don't know. It's not
nothing. It's just it's stupid, honestly. It's just is what it is. Brand just a parts failure.
Well, they're going to Dig or Die. Or no.
They're coming
War
to Dig or Die.
War in the Woods.
Yeah, they're doing War in the Woods in September and then Dig or Die. It's a perfect time too. Hey, does anyone want to split the $5,000?
Yeah, I wonder why you would.
I don't want to split. Do you want to split? I'll split the $5,000 for fucking house.
Yeah, I would.
Give me $100. Let me at least give myself a steak after this ordeal.
Pay for the fuel.
Instead of Donald Trump flag?
No, Marine Corps.
Maybe next time. Oh, Marines.
Yeah.
All right, I can deal with that.
That ain't